Cookie and the chef, coys all the way, shameless and rowdy, they have lots to say. They're having it large, with a beer in the hand. North London forever, greatest team in the land. It's the Spurs breakfast brunch. Yeah, the Spurs breakfast brunch. It's the Spurs breakfast brunch. Oh, the Spurs, breakfast brunch. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is the Two Mark Show with Cookie and the Sheriff. The fart machine. another wondrous January transfer window from them upstairs again. Who do you blame? Who do you blame in the chat? Is it the board? Is it Thomas Frank wanting too much? Them upstairs not getting what he needs? What's going on here? We'll have it all out in here. Get your comments in the chat. Yeah, we're going to have it large this morning, but without the swearing. Sheriff, good morning to you, sir. How are you?
Very well, sir. From
Old weather
Drizzly.
check.
Drizzly. It's always we're English, mate. There's always a weather report.
God, I'll tell you what, the old wind up here has been howling all night, mate.
It was here, but that's calmed down. It's drizzly and cold.
Oh, well, it's the same. It's -1 here with the
It's
wind
not
chill.
that bloody cold.
Yeah, it's 2 degrees and -1 with the wind chill.
Jesus
So I opened the
Christ.
front door and it soon got shut again.
Yeah.
Plus,
Well, obviously, I live in the Costa del Somerset.
Costa del Sol, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. There you go.
bloody
What can you
hell.
do?
It's
What can you
freezing.
do? I
Yeah,
suppose,
but anyway,
I suppose
enough
we better
of
say a few hellos, haven't we? Hey,
well,
'cause
we ought to.
there's a few in.
First one
No.
that was in here, Andrew Gregory. Big up. I think he must have gone to work.
Hello, Andrew.
Show
Morning, mate.
later.
Yeah, brilliant stuff, mate.
Yeah.
He always catches up, leaves a message, Andrew.
Yeah,
Big up to him.
big up, mate.
Hope you're well, mate.
Mr. Wembley,
Wembers, morning,
big
mate.
up.
Yeah, I'm going to check. I wonder if this fast of a window might finally push our more blinkered fans. Well, I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope so, Wembley. Honestly, including those in the stadium.
I got
It's
something to say on
finally
that. in a bit.
realising the
I
ball
thought of something to say on that.
is the real problem. You crack on, mate.
Yeah. Jimmy,
Morning, Jim. Morning, mate.
big up, mate.
Yeah, good morning.
Oh, Barbarics in. I didn't need to be far down the comments.
Morning,
God.
Barbaric. How are you, mate? Hope you're having a good day.
I can
Thank
see the
God.
laughy emoji on the end.
Thank God,
God,
Patricia
Patricia
goes on to help. Oh my God, yeah. I
Yeah.
know.
Well,
I know. It's madness. Absolute madness.
yeah. And
But there you go.
thank you for that. He's doing my job.
Yep. Cheers, Barbaric. Nice one,
And
mate.
sorry, I
Morning,
should have
Marianne.
said Mr. Wembley and Marianne, good morning to you.
Yep. Morning,
Both
Marianne.
YouTube members. Both YouTube members. Memberships and
Absolutely.
super chats are available.
Yeah. Always. Always.
Big up, Jimmy. Big up, mate. Oh, we're nearly at the bottom, mate, already.
Oh, nearly. Nearly. Morning, Mark. Hope you're well, mate.
Mark,
Hope
thanks
you're
for
well.
coming on last night.
Yeah, good stuff, Mark. Cheers, mate. Morning to Nige. Hope you're well,
morning.
mate. Hope you're well.
I'm morning to the true head of technology.
Yeah. And Nige, I'll speak to you later about something. We'll sort something out this afternoon, mate, with your text that you sent. So yeah, we'll talk later on. All right, mate. No worries. Oh, Marianne's in again.
Yes.
Looks like there'll be no more injuries, or else we soon will have to play with the youth team. Transfer window sabotaged.
Yes.
Well,
Exactly.
well, Do you want to go first, Mark? Do you want to go first, mate?
Yeah, no.
You're more than welcome.
It's like I forget. It's a bit up a bit. Who said? I think it was Mr. Wembley said about the fans. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Now, I just wanted to say, right, if the fans cannot see now what Enoch are doing to the club we all support, let's get that in there, then I don't know what it's going to take. We signed, well, start at the beginning. We sold Brennan Johnson. Love him or hate him, but we sold him. No replacement lined up. None whatsoever. Kudos gets injured straight away afterwards.
Yeah.
And so, did they go out and replace Johnson? No. Nah. And then Bentancur gets injured, and they sort of put their pants a little bit. Let's go and get Conor Gallagher. And we only basically spent the Johnson money. So that was even Stevens, you would say.
Yeah.
$100,000, £1 million, but what's that to them? You know, £1 million is a lot of money to all of us. But it's not a lot in the bigger scheme of things. And then we go out and get someone we have to Google again, like Danny Rose comments.
Yeah.
We have to Google him. Someone from South America, never heard of him.
Yeah, the Sousa lad. Yeah.
And what do we do? Even I was thinking, now come on, it's the last day. Everyone likes the last day bloody, superstar to walk through the door, or someone who's going to improve us. I won't say superstar, because we don't do that anymore. But what do we get? An 18-year-old from Hearts that hasn't even played for them, or once of it, that isn't even going into the first team. He's going in our under 21s.
Yes, apparently
If this doesn't turn fans' opinions, I know most of us in here are like, none of us like the board. You don't see many comments in our chat that say, I think Enoch are brilliant. But I'm on about your average match day going.
Yeah.
That just go to the stadium regularly. In your rant, you said the other day, you were spot on by diluting the club.
Yeah.
Making us all accept mediocrity.
Yeah. It's true though, Mark.
Because that is what it's become.
Yeah.
Now, I just want to say, big up to the likes of, I'll try and remember all the ones I've met. Stell, Brian Daigle. I know he's back in Canada, but he's constantly on the drum.
Yeah.
Banging the Levy Enoch out drum. Right, Stell, Brian, Graham, who I've met at the protests. He goes everywhere to watch Tottenham. He goes abroad. He goes home and away. Ryan Isaacs is another one. Phil P as well.
Yeah.
Phil P, every protest I've ever been to, he's always there. Always. Ryan Isaacs, another one. Always there.
Yeah.
The change for Tottenham lads, I've seen him. I've never really spoken to him. But all of them, and anyone I've ever missed that regularly, Ben Kaufman, he's the next generation mine. He's a generation behind us, mate. He's, when we're all forgotten about and gone on, he'll be carrying the fight on.
Let's hope so, mate.
But to be honest, if the fans can't see what the board is doing to the club after this window, that was absolutely shocking in my opinion, I don't even think it maybe deserves a 1 just for getting Gallagher in.
So
if anyone's satisfied with that, the hell are we doing it? And I've said it a million times on this channel. What the hell was the point in building a new stadium? We were promised when that was virtually finished or it was underway, Mr. Daniel come out and give his speech. This is the game changer. This is pay the wages, attract the top players. We've regressed. There's no denying it. We have regressed since this stadium was built, and I'm sick to death of it, mate. I'll be honest, the way I feel about my club now, I don't give a monkeys anymore. It's beating me down. It's beating me down. I've come to the conclusion now, is it going to affect my life? Not really. You have to have some piss taken over the pub and whatever. Sorry about that. But you have to have some Mickey taken over the pub.
Yeah.
But does it really affect your life? You just have a laugh about it. You know? And that's the way I am with the club now.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect me anymore.
Yeah. Well, we come from it from, I don't know. I understand exactly what you're saying, Mark, but I think we come at it from slightly different angles, maybe. Perhaps it's because I'm up north now.
I know it winds you up, mate. I know it does.
It really pisses me off so much. You know, I'm sure there's fans out there that feel the same as me. And I know there's a lot of the older fans that, like you say, Mark, just it is what it is. You know, go to work all week, Tottenham on a Saturday, sometimes on a Wednesday or whatever, you know, and it's a release, if you like. But it ain't a release when it's crap, is it? It ain't a release when you can see that the people that are in charge of the club, are not doing the right thing, because all they're doing is filling their pockets and telling lies. They're coming out telling downright lies, right, to the fans, blatantly. It's not even, you know, a little bit. It's blatant. They're the ones that come out and said the words. We've got the money. We want to do this. We want to do that. Right? They've done nothing. With 2 Fs, nothing. Right? What? I don't know what people expect. Are we just meant to sit here and talk about the wonderful second half performance against Manchester City to get a draw? Do you know what I mean? Should we talk about Frankfurt because we won 2-0 with a skeleton? You know, we do it all. We'll talk about the good stuff, and I'll tell you now, right? As long as this board are doing what they're doing, they're getting this until the end of the season from me. They're getting it, right? And in answer to Jimmy's question, Jim,
that's why I left it on there, mate.
Jim, I don't really know. And I think the next comment really sort of answers it from Barbaric.
This one?
Yeah. I think it answers it to a certain degree. It's time we all united instead of point scoring.
Yeah.
The fan base, right? The 55,000 Spurs fans that are in there, you need to point your anger upstairs. Right? You've all seen for yourself now. You're all Tottenham fans, right? We can sit here banging on about it, and fans will sit in the chats and in different streams as well. Yeah, it's all right. It'll be all right. It's just, you know, it's a blip. It's fine. We're all right. We're all right because we've been out with a skeleton team the last 4 games and we're unbeaten, haven't we?
Yeah.
So they're well chuffed up there. Well chuffed. Because as much as we want Spurs to not lose, like win and draw and get confidence up and all that, while that stuff's going on, they get a clear run.
Mm-hmm. Which is why, I'm sorry to cut you off, which is why I believe at the end of the season or after the World Cup, Pochettino will be rolled out. Everyone loves him. But the thing, if they do that, you know, like, I want him back.
Yeah.
But the thing I pray that happens is if things are not going very well, they don't boo him and start chatting for Conte or bloody Mourinho or whoever.
Yeah.
The fingers are pointed and there's overwhelming, like it was in one of the games when Levy was there, and the whole ground virtually was singing, "We want Levy out."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I want to happen. But will it? I don't know. Say good morning to Sham.
Morning,
Big
Shem,
up.
mate. Hope you're well. Hope you're well, mate.
Yeah, I agree with all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got to remember, I know I keep saying it. What the hell did we build that stadium for? It was a waste of time. Just to line their pockets. Multifaceted entertainment system.
The thing is, Mark, like I said last week or whenever it was, the stadium's there now, right? And Tottenham were there way before anything that's going on now. Now, you know, things progress as such, right? So we've gone from White Hart Lane to the shiny new stadium. It does everything you want it to do except wipe your backside, right? When you're in there, everything's there. It's great. Now, Mark, let's go.
Did you go?
If I said to you, right?
Just one thing, maybe before you say it.
Go on.
Did you go in the toilets and have the Dyson hand dryers?
No, didn't even go in there, mate.
They got Dyson hand, blowy things that dry your hands.
Yeah.
They're Dyson, mate. Top. Let's just say good morning to Drew La. I think this is Drew La.
Morning, Drew La. Morning, Drew La.
I'm not sure if it's Drew La, but I think it is.
I think it is. Yeah, I think it is.
Stephen
as well. Stephen, yeah.
Stephen, big up. And is there any more? Oh, Paul G.
Yeah, Paul G's in. Big up, Paul.
And
thanks, Ben. If you haven't hit the sub button, people, I know most of you probably have, but if you haven't, please do. If we can get a couple of subs every day, it makes our day. And keep it in that like. The nearer we can get to 50, if we can get there, then that's great. 50 likes and a couple of subs every stream, we're over the moon.
Yeah.
So yeah, please do. So
what was you saying, mate? I'm sorry.
So anyway, just imagine the stadium's there now, like it is. Yeah. And someone said, for argument's sake, Tottenham are not there. Tottenham are not in the stadium. It wouldn't make a slightest bit of difference, Mark. Number one, yeah, the seats ain't even got the cockerel on it.
No.
Right? That's the first thing. It's supposed to be.
Did you know that was done deliberately?
Well, it's meant to be. I don't care what they say. They can call it an entertainment arena. They can call it whatever they want. Right? But just remember, Swifty, by the way. And Enoch, just remember Swifty morning, right? We were there, right, before the shiny stadium, before Levy, before Enoch. They'll never take that out of us, Mark.
No.
Right, but my point is, if you can imagine taking Spurs out of that stadium, yeah, and then do you think the stadium would survive? We said about this last night, didn't we? Of course it would.
It would, yes, but probably not. This time of year, they might be struggling because you can't put concerts on when it's freezing cold and throwing it down the rain.
I know that, but it's thanks, sweet.
But you know what I mean? It'll still be there, mate, because
they could have more events, couldn't they?
Because the extra revenue it drags in.
And this is just what I feel like. And like I said to you, I'm sorry to keep using the same word over and over again, but I just feel like that everything to do with the football, it's not even just the team, to be fair, right? It's everything from the top to the bottom, as we well know. And for whatever reason, Mark, and like I said to you yesterday, I can't fathom out what they're trying to do and what they're trying to achieve by negating the football side of their operation.
No. Well,
it just baffles me.
I've tried to explain this, mate. Big up, Rodney, by the way. Good morning.
Morning, Rodders.
Morning. I tried to say to you, mate, if you're investing, which they do, in property, building, and all that sort of stuff, that's safe money. There's no risks in that. Put it this way, I am under no illusions that if they wanted to take us to the top, they could. With the money they got, with the money the stadium earned, but it's all risk. There's too much risk in it. If you're buying property, you know us going one way, and that is that way.
Yeah.
That's up. You know? Unless there's a massive financial crash like there was like years ago, you know, you're not going to lose money buying property. Bricks and mortar.
But Mark, to be honest,
investment.
Mark, I get what you're saying, right?
You know what I mean? There's too much risk.
I agree with you.
There's too much risk involved.
I agree with what you're saying, right? But at the end of the day, I'll go back to my point. And this is where the fans need to get involved.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm-hmm. You go back to the original point that they're taking away what was originally there.
Yeah.
The dilution of it, you know, let's just say, right? Let's just say Spurs got relegated this season. I know it's probably not going to happen now. All right? We should be all right. But the threat of it's still there, right? Mm-hmm. So let's just say it all went tits up, right? And we got relegated this season. Do you think Enoch sell? Because you bear in mind, you just said to me, yeah, well, they make all their money from their hotels and whatever, you know, all their other stuff that they do apart from the football. So we've been relegated, Mark. And we've just lost. They want 4 billion for it. Let's say it's worth $1.5 billion now, 2 billion. Yeah? Are they going to sell? Or are they going to spend to get you back up again?
I was going to say, I'm not sure they would sell. I honestly don't think they would sell. I honestly think it'd give them that toe in the wrong one to think, right, we got to take the football seriously. And I think if we did get relegated, suddenly that 150 million war chest would appear. You know?
Because we're miles,
because we're miles away from breaking any PSR rules. Miles. And so we could go out and probably spend $500 million in one window and it wouldn't affect us.
Yeah.
You know? So I think it would kick them up the arse and they'd think, oh, doo-doo, we better start taking the football seriously. And they'd get us back in the Premiership and then it'd result to type. You know? They'd get us back in the Premiership and they'd do enough to make us stay in the Premiership again. But then that'd be it.
So what's the point?
Perfect example, mate.
Apart from them making money. That's it.
Yes, exactly. That's all they had to do. They said that from day one when they come in.
Oh, I know.
Perfect example. Yeah. Perfect example. I don't want to keep harping on about him. When Poch was here and we had the best team in the league. Because Man City weren't there. Liverpool dropped off. Man United had dropped off. We had the best team in the league with that team. The back four, the midfield, the two up front. Best team in the league. Did they back him to push us on to win something? No, they didn't. No, they didn't. He was dragging in top four money every year. Dragging in Champions League money year in, year out. There was about 7 years we were always in top four, I think. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. But there was at least 6 or 7 years when we was constantly in the top four. And Enoch said, that's enough. That's enough. You're bringing in whatever it was back then. It ain't as bad as it is now. You're bringing in 50 million quid, 60 million quid a year, guaranteed, by getting us in the top four. That's enough. You just keep doing pat him on the back. You just keep doing what you're doing. And then you come out with a statement that it's all right having a brand new house, but when you got no furniture to put in it, you know, all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, because he could see the team was fading and needed upgrading. What did they do? 512 days without transfer. And that
Yeah,
sums
well,
them up. Sums them up. When the man needed the help the most, they let him down. And then the fans turned on Poch. The next thing, he was out the door. It's like I said, anyone who comes to this club and does stuff is in spite of Enoch being there, not because of them.
yeah,
Always.
yeah.
Even Ange last year, he won a cup in spite of them. And Poch got us in the top 4 regularly in spite of them. Not because of them. Because what did they actually buy him to help him out? All right, they built his squad, but that was all done on the cheap as well. None of them players was like crazy money. Some was only like 12 million. I forget what Toby and Jan were, but they weren't a lot.
It wasn't. Yeah,
It was like, it was sort. I know the
I think
transfers.
Toby was 7 million, wasn't he?
Yeah, I know the transfers weren't as mad as they
Something
are
like
now. The transfers were nowhere near as mad as they are now. Like 50s and 70s and hundreds being banded about everywhere.
Yeah.
But even so, sort of 30 million was a lot for a player back then. I don't think one of ours cost 30 million back then. When Poch built that team, like Danny Rose come from literally nowhere, didn't he? I forget where he come
Kyle
from.
Walker was only 5 million, wasn't he? From
Kyle Walker.
10 million in a double deal with Kyle Norton. Yeah,
you know.
Anyway, look.
Big up Lee, by the way. Big up Lee. There's another one coming. Big up to you.
Yeah. As you're all coming in, hit that like button for us. We're trying to get to 50 on whenever we do a stream now. So if you're enjoying the content, we're just having a chin wag, about the window and Enoch, the usual stuff. There's not anything new to talk about because Tottenham have only signed an 18-year-old kid for the under-21 team. You know what I mean? So I don't want it to seem like I'm going in on him because I'm not. Ain't his fault at the end of the day. He's just.
I've never seen him play, mate.
It is what it is. Do you know what I mean? But look, I want to go back to the fan thing a bit, right? The protest thing, because somehow or the other, I might have a chat with Billy. Actually, I might have a chat with Billy T.
Oh, can you get hold of him?
I can do, yeah.
Yes, mate.
Yeah, just to find out, what other stuff can be done, and because that on Sunday, I can understand why people didn't leave. Do you know what I mean? We just equalised, or and it was all going on at the time. But at the end of the day, this ain't about what's happening like on the pitch at that minute. It's about if something's been arranged to walk out. You've got to walk out if that's what you've agreed to do, right? But also, on top of that, so in some other way, shape or form, and I don't know how you do it. But we've got to get more of the stadium goers to either participate in whatever is going on at the time, whether it be a protest before the game, a walkout during the game, whatever they would decide to do. But stadium goers, I think, need to show their anger, I suppose, in a more, and I'm not talking about violence or anything like that. I'm talking about with their mouths, to let this board know, all of them, whoever's sitting up there in that West Stand, right, to watch the game, whoever it might be, Vinay, whoever it is, Charrington, the bloke that don't know 11 players, make a team up. I don't care who it is, right? The fans have to send the message.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we went to a protest a couple ago, Mark.
Yeah.
And as you know, there was probably a good
2.5.
Yeah, 2,500 people there, right? And it made a noise.
And that was the biggest one, Mike.
Yeah. but those numbers need to be there and more.
It needs to be 10 times that, mate.
And the longer it goes on, which is going to be at least the rest of this season, yeah, more and more. But some people need plenty of time. Do you know what I mean? Like a couple of weeks' notice, for argument's sake.
Yeah.
And I understand what Billy was trying to do the other day. It was a couple of days before. Do you know what I mean? The City game. He was cheesed off like everyone is, and probably expected a few more to turn up at the West Ham game, and then the City one the other day. You know, I was disappointed when I went down for the protest for the West Ham game. It wasn't 150, something like that, maybe 200 at a push.
Yeah.
And it's such a shame, but we can't. What we can't do is, as fans, is let Enoch make the fans submit.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like Barbaric said earlier, the fans really have to unite on this subject.
Yeah.
Of Enoch out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because let's get it right. They value it at a certain price, right? They say that they've had offers. We know that they tell lies. Right? I'm sure if someone, I'd love just someone who loves football or who wants to be like the Ryan Reynolds of Wrexham, come in. Do you know what I mean? And not throw money at it necessarily, but someone who wants to invest in Tottenham Hotspur, not just a go-kart track or NFL. Yeah, they might get those things with it, but I want the person in charge of the football and of the club itself to be a football person.
Oh, 1,000,000%, mate.
Because it's listen, Mark, you said earlier wrong. You take it on the chin now. Do you know what I mean? And you get on with it. Whatever happens, you get on with it.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, because the only reason I said that, mate, is because the protest numbers. I was at the biggest one, and I've been to a few more.
Yeah, I know, mate.
Before Change for Tottenham.
Yeah.
Sort of got involved with it and took it over. You know, I was there when Stell and Graham and that was setting the banners up opposite the club shop.
Yeah.
I stood there in a pissing down rain, but it was raining heavily. Let's just say that. Just say good morning to Kitty Martin.
Morning, Kitty. Hope you will.
Big up. Yeah, but I was there and it was lashing it down. You know, and I stood there for an hour with them. Oh, I'd been in the coach and horses first, but like, big up to anyone who gets involved with it. The numbers are small. The numbers are very small at the moment. The one we went to, and there was 2,000, 2,500. It needs to be 20,000.
Right. I'm going to try
25,000.
I'm going to try and do my bit to help now, right? Because I'm not on socials, right? So in the next 10 seconds, right, everyone in the chat that's got their phone, press the record button and aim it at your telly on me, right? And I would like you to share on your socials what I'm going to say in the next 4 or 5 seconds. Please do that for me. Okay. The fans need to unite, right? Everyone's got different opinions. I understand that. I'm talking about unite as far as Enoch out are concerned.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
If the fans do not unite, right, I'm telling you now, because I, like Mark and many others, have witnessed it over the 25 years. What they done yesterday and what they've done, through the whole of January, right, is lied through their back teeth. No one can say they haven't, because they come out and made the statements of what they're going to do. Right? Please, please, please. Fans, if you're happy with what you're seeing, right? And if you're happy with what the board are doing, great. Good. That's fine for those fans. But what I will say is, to the people that were at that West Ham game booing more than cheering, right? Get your backsides outside. It's a peaceful protest, okay? There's no violence. It's holding banners and chanting and making sure that the fans are heard. They have to understand, right, that not only do the fans pay the footballers' wages, but they also pay their wages. And unless the fans are going to tell them how you feel, nothing will change. Let me tell you now, to the 40 odd of you in here, and I hope at least 20 of you are recording, please send it out to your socials. Okay, I ain't got a problem with it. I haven't sworn, anything like that. I'm just asking the fans, the Tottenham Hotspur fans, especially the ones that are in the stadium that are not happy with what they're seeing, get behind the Enoch out chants, but also when there's a protest, whether it's before the game, whether Change for Tottenham are asking you to leave the game at a certain minute, whatever it is, get behind it. Because if the fans don't get behind it, honestly, right, I've probably got another 10, 15 years here in this world. I'm telling you now, it will still be the same in 10, 15 years. And if everyone's happy with mediocrity, right, because that's what we are, we're mediocre. Then if you're happy with that, keep your mouth shut. But if you're not happy with it, subscribe to the different Spurs shows and you'll find out when protests are, what time they start, and what the process is on the day for that protest. It's as simple as that. Voice your opinion. If you don't voice your opinion, nothing's going to happen. There's only two scenarios for this football club. One of them is we're lucky enough that someone comes in and they sell it to them. And fingers crossed, it's someone who loves Tottenham.
Well, loves football. It'd be a start.
Loves football, yeah. Yeah. Or number two, it's the fans showing the discontent to hound out the owners for not doing their job properly.
Mm-hmm.
All right. End of record. Please send that out to your socials, even if it's one person. Send it out. I'm not on socials, so no one would see it. But please do. Please send it out.
I'll clip it up, mate, later.
Sorry, I'm just, you know, and going back to your point earlier, Mark, because I'll sit here all day, mate.
Just 1 minute, just 1 minute, mate. Just 1 minute. We better deal with this.
Sorry, Mark.
Super chat. Big up, Andy. And I will bring your super chat back up. Where is he? Bloody hell, I had it here just a minute. Here we go. Never said this before, but I am now Enoch out. Welcome to the dark side, my friend.
Yeah.
Welcome. You're more than welcome. And super chat, I'm so sick of our club being a laugh. Well, we're mean.
Yeah.
Thanks, that's what we've become.
Cheers, mate. It's true.
Thank you.
It's true.
We appreciate all of you in here. But thank you for the super chat. Thank you. We all are, mate. We all are. In this, just to reiterate what Mark said, like, I understand booing the manager, I really do, because I don't rate him, not anymore. But like, the booing should be aimed at the people who employed him. You know, it's not his fault. He's had to come in and deal with Enoch.
Yeah.
We've seen this window. What the hell did we do? We got Lord knows how many players injured. You can make a team out of the players that are injured.
Mm.
You might have to stick an outfielder in goal, but like, we can make a team out of the players that are injured. And the board, as usual, have done the square root of Jack about helping us.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they probably look at it and think, well, West Ham are in 18th. They're 9 points behind us. They ain't catching us. Which is the way they look at things. You know what I mean? But if any Tottenham fan is happy with finishing 14th after we built the big shiny new stadium, we got more money than, apart from the debt, they got more money than the highest revenue in the Premier League, if you add everything together.
Yeah.
You know, and we're 14th. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Look, how has this been allowed to happen? I'm part of it. You know, I live a long way from London, so not as far as you, mate, but like.
Can I just click on a comment, Mark? Just keep, you know where you are, don't you? I want to click on a comment. Listen, MBVC, I might be dreaming, mate. I might well be dreaming. I've been dreaming for years, right? And you're probably right. Yeah, there is no loving owner coming in. You are probably right. Probably 99% right. But number one, there's always a chance, right? And whether I'm feeling romantic and dreamy about it or whatever, right? Mark's right in what he just said. I said someone who loves Tottenham Hotspur, right? And yeah, you're right. 99% that ain't going to happen, right? But Mark said someone who loves football. And again, I don't know if you ever heard the conversations that I've had, right? I've always said someone owns a football club or a firm own a football club to make money. I ain't got no problem with Enoch making money on the investment that they put in 25 years ago. They bought the club for £22 million, and it's now, let's just say, worth £3 billion. Right? I've not denied that Tottenham don't go out and spend money. So why are we where we are? I know the answer to that. Because the money hasn't been spent correctly at the end of the day. No one can say Spurs haven't spent money. We're one of the highest spenders. You wouldn't believe it, but we are. But we buy good players. Yeah, average to good players. You know?
Now, from what I've seen of it, man, right, since Enoch has been here, all they've done is they've sort of speculated to accumulate. A lot of the time, the speculation don't pay off, but now and again it will. A Gareth Bale, a Harry Kane, an Eriksen, you know, that you can sell on for massive money, 10 times what you bought for, probably more.
Yeah.
You know, all right, there's a lot of ones that don't make it, but you're going to get that with youngsters and stuff like that, you know. When did we've had this discussion a million times. The last, in my opinion, this is only my opinion, the last top quality player that we brought in, the peak of his powers, was Jurgen Klinsmann. Van der Vaart to a certain extent, but Real Madrid wanted him gone. and he was slightly over the hill. He wasn't like near the bottom of the hill, the other side, but he was over the hill. But still fantastic for us. I'm not dissing him or anything like that. But the last quality signing we brought in, 1994, Jurgen Klinsmann after the World Cup. And before that, it was probably, well, no, let's not go that far back, because even Klinsmann was nothing to do with Enoch.
No.
But since Enoch had been here, what players have you seen us bring in and you've gone, wow, Jesus, he's going to make us 1,000,000 times better? No one. All the players that have become stars for us have been kids, academy products, that we've developed through the various managers.
Yeah.
They've never gone out. They've never gone out and bought someone we've gone, bloody hell. You've not been on the phone with him. Have you just seen who we signed? Never. No. And that's where the problems is, mate.
It's like we spoke about before, Mark. It's standards.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I've got to the point where, like, I went 2 weeks ago, the first time for 25 years, right? And I watched it, and I'm sitting there watching the game like I'm watching football on the table. You know me, Mark. I don't just follow the ball, as you well know. And I emphasise to everyone when we talk football, don't just follow the ball. That's the easy thing to do. Just have a split second and have a look and see what's going on around.
Movement and stuff like that.
Yeah. All little bits and pieces that contribute to little things. And you miss it if you just follow the ball. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, it's up to anyone how they want to watch football. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
I've lost my train of thought, Mark. I'm sitting here so frustrated. What did I start that conversation with?
Oh, you went in the ground.
I went in the ground. Sorry. I went in the ground, and I thought to myself, what am I actually watching here? The crowd were more upset than cheering. There was loads of gasps and this and that and the other. And I just thought it's just changed so much. And even though you watch it on the telly, and I've been to other live games, but even when you watch it on the telly, you don't see as nowhere near what you can see sitting in the ground.
No, of course not.
When the game's on.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was rubbish, Mark.
Well, I'll be honest with you,
I don't understand how 11 players can perform as badly as they did. And let's be honest, against a pretty crap West Ham side.
Well, they're going down, mate.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know it's improved a bit since. We've had one-half performances since, and it's got us through. But it's just not acceptable. I think the standard of football has dropped. It's been watered down, in my view. The Mavericks are not out there like they used to be.
Yeah.
I just think it's been done so in such a low percentage over the years that people.
It's acceptable now, isn't it?
It's just accepted. Yeah, it is. Yeah. I'm sorry.
To be honest, mate. I'll be honest, mate.
Words, mate. Sometimes
I know you hadn't been in there for 25, 26 years, but when you walked in and you saw that massive South stand, you told me what you did. You missed the shelf.
Yeah, of course. It was up the shelf every week, mate.
I stood in there a few times, and I knew what it was. I know what it was like. You definitely got 100 times more experience in the shelf than I ever did. But it's not like that anymore. Did you notice as well? There's a lot of I struggle to, when I've been, some of the people around me, I'm even wondering if they're even Tottenham fans,
Up.
you know? Because
I don't know,
I've seen
mate.
people playing Candy Crush and that in the game's on, and we've been winning.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, sat there on their
yeah.
phones.
Oh, I must say that when I
Anyway,
went, what, go on.
before you start, the Scottish correspondent is in.
Oh, Angus is in
And
the house. Big
Angus,
up
big
to
up
you,
Angus.
Angus.
And he said, James Wilson is crap. I've seen him play loads of times. Do you go to Hearts youth games? He's only made one appearance, I think.
I don't know.
I'm sure I saw that on Sky.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll tell us. I don't
Yeah.
know, mate.
Philly's in the house.
Big up, Phil.
Big
Big
up,
up,
Philly.
mate. Yeah, it is the fans, mate, and that's
Yeah.
what cheeses me off,
Yeah.
Phil, as well. It's what cheeses me off. They want to win a ticket, 80 quid a ticket,
Yeah.
to go and watch a game. Do you know what I mean? And I know it's like, it's people's release and all that. I get all that. And I really do get it. And Ben made a comment. Ben Kaufman's in.
Yeah.
A bit further down. And he said,
I will get to it. I just want to say good morning to Burks, born and bred.
Yeah, morning.
Only 50 years.
Morning.
Spending a penny. Yes.
It's all right. You don't have to get to it. He's not even frustrated anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I get that, Ben. I absolutely get it because we're such a.
I'm sorry if I'm flicking.
It's all right. It's no rush, Mark. It's all right because I can see it in front of me anyway. You haven't got to get there. Anyway, so, and I get that it's been such a shower of shit. My boy is 30, Ben, Aaron, and he's a bit like you, mate. We talk on the phone, about this and that, and we'll have a little chat about the football. And he says to me, Dad, he said, I really ain't bothered, to be quite honest with you anymore. He said, and this is a kid who's been brought up on Tottenham. You can see what I'm like. Do you know what I mean? So he's Tottenham through and through. And he's like, Dad, I can't be arsed. I can't be arsed with it.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of fans may feel like that. See, I can't. I'm probably the other end of the spectrum to you, Ben and Mark. Do you know what I mean? The more it happens, because I've got a really long coil, Ben. It's really long, my elastic band. Do you know what I mean? Before it really goes snap. And I'm just at the point where I don't, and I'm sure there is a way back, and people say, well, what's back? Back to what? Just back to better football, back to winning more than you're losing, perhaps, just getting back to being an half decent football team again.
Yeah.
That's the only way that I can, I'm sure there is a way back to it, but until that day comes and until, excuse me, and until, as far as I'm concerned, we take the risk of, as fans, of trying to get ENIC out and getting new owners in, then what their motive could be for buying Tottenham, who knows?
Well,
it's to make money, obviously.
Yeah.
But like Mark said earlier, someone that likes football. Yeah. Someone that wants the football to be
and puts the football first.
You know what I mean?
I just got to address this, right? If you go back and watch the beginning, Ben, I give you a shout out.
Oh, there you go.
When I was on about the protests, and I said, was it respect to, your name was mentioned, the ones that are there constantly in the rain, when it was opposite the club shop, in the rain, the likes of Graham, I said you, Stell, Mr. Daigle, when he's over here, But he's constantly banging that drum in Canada. But I do give you a shout out, Mr. Kaufman, because you are the next generation that can take this
Of course,
fight
of
forward.
course, of course. And I've said it before, Mark, people like Ben, it's not just Ben, there's members of his family.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And he works for, I know he's got other things in his life, don't get me wrong. Do you know what I mean? But he works his arse off, yeah, to go and watch Spurs every other week or whenever if we're in Europe. You know, and he pays an awful lot of money. And it's not just about Ben, right? There's a lot of people out there. My uncle's been a season ticket holder since the day dot. You know, Colin's 67 now.
Yeah.
You know, and he still pays his season ticket. My Uncle Colin. You know, he's been going since when I was talking about in my first game was 72. His was 1972. His was in the 60s. And he goes to every home game. He never misses. Never misses. You know, and he's paid out thousands and thousands over the years. You know, and I used to pay, you know, used to get the away tickets, go to the away games, used to go to the O games. It was different back then.
You could pay to get in there then, mate.
Pay to get in on the day if it weren't a big game. You know, and it's just I don't think the fans, whether you're a season ticket holder, whether you go 3 times a year, whether you go once a year, whether you watch it on the telly, because indirectly, however you do it, you're paying for it, whether it's Sky, whether it's TNT, whoever it is. You know, and I just think it's wrong, mate. I think especially this transfer window, they've shafted the fans, big style, and I mean big style. You know, and I hope that the fan base now just get united and get together and get this. And I'm going to say it. I'm not going to swear, right? Get this bunch of crooks out of our club. And I am fully, right? I've been ENIC out. When Levy went, don't know if you all know, I'll just reiterate. When Levy went, I was Levy out as well. Right, I thought, right, I'll give this lot a bit of grace now. We'll see if it was them or if it was Levy. Well, you got your answer. It could have been both, yeah? But you've got your answer now.
Yeah.
And people can come back with what they want, right? At the end of the day, the club made the comments. They told everyone, yeah? They also said it don't happen overnight. Fair enough. So just show a little bit. Every window.
David Shears in.
Big up, David. I ain't seen you for ages, Dave. I hope you're well, mate.
I know we're probably on at the wrong times of the day for you, but bloody hell, mate.
I don't know what time it is. You just got up, David, or something?
No, it's late at night.
You've gone to bed. Is it bedtime? I don't know.
It's sort of past 10 here, mate.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
It'll be sort 10 in the evening over there.
Right, then. Oh, big up, Dave, for popping in.
Yeah, and so when we're on at like 8 o'clock or something, it's like, you know, when we do evening shows, it's 7 in the morning or something, you know. Yeah, but big up, mate. I ain't seen you for a long time. Yeah, but it's like I've said, mate, buddy, like with Tottenham now I blame myself, but I also blame Enid.
Yeah.
Right? They've slowly but surely, like you said in your rant, the 20-odd minute rant that I never said a word in, that they've slowly diluted the club. So mediocrity is now the norm.
Yeah.
It's the norm. You know, and slowly but surely we've all been worn down to accept it. All right, there's quite a few people, I've gone through it, and I went through it just a minute ago, that won't accept it. I don't accept it. I can't stand them. But like, what it is now is like we're, just because I shout Enoch out, they're not going to take any notice of me. You know what I mean? I could be up there. Well, I couldn't because I live too far away. But you know what I mean? I could be up there every protest. Enoch out, flags, scarves. The flag's over there somewhere. I can see it from here, mate. I can see my flag over there. But like, they're not going to take any notice, mate. When you're dealing with £1 billion organisation, they're going to do what they bloody like, mate. Even with the law. Because when you got that much money, you sort of negotiate your way around that as well. You know what I'm saying, mate?
Yeah, of
There's
course.
loopholes and all this nonsense that goes on. But yeah, and I agree with this as well. 40s, 50s.
Oh, listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
I'm at that stage now, and I'm in my 50s.
Like I said, Aaron's 30. I was, I've been full on Tottenham since I could walk.
Yeah.
Seriously. Right? It was drummed into me. All my family were Tottenham. So it was one of the first words I ever learnt, apart from mum and dad, was Tottenham.
Right. We got member chat, mate. Have you?
Big up, David.
Good day from Australia.
I hope you're well, mate. I hope you're well, David.
Yeah. I think the last time you weren't too good, so I hope you're
well.
No,
I was just going to say, I think the last time we spoke, maybe I've spoke to you in between, but I know you weren't very well. So from both of us, mate, I hope you're feeling a lot better. And you remember here, mate. We're gonna, hang
on a minute, mate.
Go on.
Gifted a membership.
Thank you, David. I appreciate that, mate. Really appreciate that.
Hang on, I'm just going to go on because I can't see it on here.
Yeah, okay. I was just going to say, while you're having a quick search, we're trying to get to 1,000 subs. Once we sort of get up around that region, and we get a few more members and people that want to do a members stream and stuff like that. So I know all you people have been in them before, in other, or most of you anyway. We'll get that going. It is a thing that we're going to do. Like most channels do. We'll have an hour once a week, once a fortnight, whatever, depending if it's in or out of season, that sort of thing. And we'll get that going. But it's a bit difficult to do it at the moment because I don't think enough people would be interested, to come on and do that.
Yeah.
So, but we will get there. We will get there. I think we're 25 short, I think, of 750.
Yeah.
So we have flown along. I looked on the thing this morning. It said 50 subscribers in the last 28 days. Yeah, and that's why I say to people, when we come on stream, if we can get a couple of subs, if we can get the stream to 50 likes, it helps get us out there.
Mm-hmm.
We do our best to advertise it ourselves, but you know what it's like. It's difficult. But it's like today, it's amazing. 10:30 in the morning, there's like 55 people here listening to me and you yap about Tottenham.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's incredible. Gives me a great buzz.
Yeah. To be honest, like it gives me a buzz as well, thinking that a lot of people want to watch us two old farts.
There you go.
Have a bit of a rabbit.
This is where everyone turns off.
Yeah. No, and the Modfather was gifted the membership.
Oh, Ben. There you go.
Yes.
Big up to you,
Mr. Kaufman is now a member. Why he wasn't to be for ages, I don't know, because I've been a member of his coffee show for like 2 years. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Not only joking, Ben. You don't have to. Oh, he's retired from protesting.
Ben, you. I know you, Ben. I don't know you that well, by the way. I've only met you a couple of times, and we've only spoke very briefly. But Ben, I know you're Tottenham through and through. I know you've got a lot going on right now with your business and other bits and pieces. right? But I know you're Tottenham through and through, mate. And I also know that if you really didn't want to go protesting anymore, yeah, you'd find another way to show your discontent, mate. So just so you know, that I know, that we all know,
Yeah.
that you're a proper Tottenham supporter, mate.
Yeah.
We all know that.
A million percent. A million, billion percent.
There you go.
And I know he's that clever with the tactical side of things. He'd get things out there.
Yeah.
Unlike me, he was absolutely useless.
There you go. Can you go back to that Drooler comment a minute, Mark? The one you just had up. Listen, look at this. Look, I've got 4 kids, all Spurs fans, and I can't even get them to watch a game with me anymore. It's sad. We're going to lose a whole generation of fans. Look, Drooler, you're absolutely spot on. You've put it so well there. We're going to lose a generation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because, like I said, my boy's 30. He ain't interested. He's really not interested. He don't give a monkeys at the moment.
Well, as I told you, mate, what the hell game was it? It was a game that was on a Saturday.
Yeah.
I was over the Battle Cruiser.
Yeah.
The Boozer. And I honestly forget which one. It wasn't that long ago. And it must have been more than 4 games ago because we lost.
Yeah.
And I was watching it, and whoever it was we lost to, they scored 1. I stood at the bar talking to my mates. Stood at the bar, didn't even watch tally. It's
morning, guy.
It was. I think it was we were 2-0 down, and someone scored. Or we might have lost 3-1 in the end. Big up, guy. Yeah, but honestly, the state of the club now. I've said this quite a few times on it. When Poch was the manager, I couldn't miss a game. I'd cancel things. I'd reorganise things. I'd get off of work because I was a cabbie back then. And so I was like, well, Tottenham's on. All right, I'll get someone else to do it. You know what I mean? I'd chuck money away to watch us. But not anymore, mate. Not anymore. Definitely not. Definitely not.
Yeah.
I mean,
both those comments, the one from Stephen and the one from Joey there, both were spot on. Both of them. Yeah, the fan base has changed. You know that, Joe. You know that. And this is what I was saying to Mark when I walked in there. There's 60,000 people in there, or 62,000, whatever it was, against West Ham, right? And I'm telling you now, at no point did that 60,000 make any more noise than the 36,000 in the old White Hart Lane when it was rocking.
Yeah, that old ground used to.
You know what I mean?
That old ground used to, especially the Shelf.
Yeah,
that was bouncing.
It shocked me though, Mark, because apart from the goal, obviously, everyone's obviously over the moon we scored, but apart from the goal, the loudest that anyone was booing at the end of the game.
Yeah, there you go.
And you couldn't blame them, to be honest with you. But
did you notice walking up the high road when you're going in and coming out?
Yeah.
When you go back to wherever you got to go to, there's no singing.
No, there's nothing.
I remember because when I used to go when I was a kid, we always got off at Seven Sisters and did the Walk of Shame up the high road.
Yeah.
And all the way up there, you there like, come on, you Spurs, shouting, songs. You don't hear none of it anymore. All right, now I get off at White Hart Lane and walk round the corner.
Yeah.
But you don't hear any atmosphere outside the ground anymore. None.
There's not, Mark. No, it's different. It is very different. Now you bring it up. It is very different.
Yeah.
I would agree with that, actually. I never really thought about that.
Yeah. No, Stephen, I'm just saying, it'll always be in me as well.
Yeah,
It'll always be in me as well. But
I think if you're a Tottenham fan, it's always in you. Do you know what I mean?
The
At the
club's
end
your
of the day,
club.
whatever club you support, however bad, however good it is, you support them, don't you? And Stephen, I'm sure you're the same as me and Mark and Ben in the chat and Phil in the chat and everyone that's in here. Yeah, regardless of who your manager is, who your board is, when them players walk out on that pitch, there's only one thing that you want to happen, and that's win.
Yeah, of course it is.
And it kills me, right, that they're putting a team out there, not just at the moment, but for the last whatever, and you never know what's going to happen. You know, like Mark said, back in the day, you know, let's just talk about Poch's last season. 17 wins, 2 draws.
Right? Last season at the Lane?
At the Lane, yeah. Oh. Right? And like Mark said, and he was right, he was exactly spot on. You get up on the Saturday morning or the Sunday morning, yeah, you was playing, I don't know, anyone. It don't matter.
Don't matter.
Right? It didn't matter who you were playing, right? No. You was up in the morning, bit of brack, shirt on, yeah, away we go, whether it was to the pub, whether it was to the game, whether it was to whatever, and you walked loud and you knew you weren't getting beat. Yeah? The old peacock strutting its stuff, walking down the road with the old shirt on. Where are them days?
I've never strutted around my pub more than I did back then. I was unbearable in there. Honestly.
Where are them days, mate?
How I never got whacked out loads of times is beyond me.
Joey was spot on with his comment earlier when he said the fan base has changed.
Yeah.
You know, exactly. You know, the board, right, haven't even got the nous to put the people that do want to sing together.
Thank you.
Thanks, Wembley. Appreciate it.
Cheers, mate. We appreciate that.
Tell all your friends, get them all over here. The aim is to make sure we get 100 people in here every day watching. We sort of sit around 50, 60 at the moment, so we still need to get out there a bit more. But yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know. My head spins with it, Mark.
Chris, big up.
Morning, Chris. Yeah, mate. Yeah. I know. We've got to pick ourselves up, Chris. We have to pick ourselves up, mate. And as hard as it is, like Stephen said in his comment earlier, it's ingrained in you, mate.
Yeah.
It's ingrained in you. And that's what's so disappointing. We've actually got someone who owns the club, that have got money, even though they're an investment company. Yeah. They've got money. And I just think it's so, for the fans, it's just so disrespectful and I don't even know what words to use.
By the way.
They're just
1 million billion.
Enoch have ripped the heart and soul out the club. Relegation would be the only way to be rid of it. Yeah, Mike, we was talking about this earlier. I don't know if you was tuned in then. We was talking about it. What effect would it have? Would Enoch sell? What would it do to the club? Everyone will have a different opinion. Some people will say, yeah, throw it in the bin. Let's go down. See if we can get them out.
This is
listen, fan power. Honestly, I truly believe this. Right? Don't let me just finish, Mark, because I'll forget.
No.
When we've got the fan base that we've got, and we've got 55,000 Spurs fans turning up for a game every week, and I'm not going to go over it all again. I'm just going to say we need to unite over Enoch out.
Yeah.
If you're happy with what you're seeing,
that's fair enough.
Don't get involved. Don't get involved. Yeah, but when it all goes, tits up later on, don't, try and.
But I, for one, will not say, I will not say, I told you so.
No.
No, I'm not.
I'm not going to be an I told you so, Mark, but I just, it's only opinions at the end of the day. We're not inside the club.
Opinions are like certain other things. Everyone's got
but
one.
at the end of the day, I would say we have,
Yeah.
I don't know, whether it's a relevant opinion or an interesting opinion. I don't know what word you would call it. Call it a shit opinion if you want.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it's only through the years of seeing what's gone on with the club.
Yeah.
And this is a great comment as well. So, Joey, what I would say to that is, right, them 20K, right, I would say the majority of those, and I don't know if you agree, Joe and Mark, right, I would say the majority of those are singers.
Oh,
like
yeah.
back in the old day. They'll be the ones that get the old songs going. Yeah. Fill that South Stand up with them people. Get an atmosphere going.
As I
Put the
said,
Spurs, put the away fans up in the top somewhere like they do at Newcastle. Make this ground a fortress again. The fans can do that as well.
Now, I've said this on a previous show. Now, the South Stand was built to be like whatever German team it is, Yellow Wall. It was built similar to that, you know, it was meant to be that wall. The first thing Levy did, because he was still there, corporate seats right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
People who are not interested in singing and shouting. I mean, if that was me, I'd have took as many people from the old shelf, if they were still around, and whacked them in the South Stand right in the middle of it. All the singers, get the drummer in there.
Yeah.
Just the drummer. I'm not too keen on the trumpet player. But the drummer that used to be in the shelf.
Yeah. You got to get some atmosphere going in there again, Mark.
Yeah.
And it really does. It needs it badly. And I don't know whether the club put a sort of did they knock the drums on the head, Mark?
The drummer appears now and again, I believe.
Oh right, okay. I don't know. I mean, the trumpet bloke was there when I was there.
Yeah. He's always there, but I believe the drummer rocks up now and again. I don't think he's a permanent fixture.
Right. See, even that, right? So you just said the trombone player's there. Yeah. Every game. So he does the thing on his trumpet every game before the start.
That's only at the beginning.
So why not 2 or 3 times every half? Yeah. Play your trumpet, get a song going. When it's an injury thing going on, or when it's quiet in there, yeah, he's got it there. Surely the club will let him play his trumpet to get songs going when it's quiet. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of ideas to, you know, so it's just not on the fans, because I don't know, mate. It's just a totally different atmosphere. I don't know how it works. That it sounded, even though I'm probably reminiscing a bit. Don't get me wrong, but I'm trying to picture myself in the shelf, which I am, and I'm thinking of the row we used to make and how it used to echo round the ground.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? And when that shelf was banging and the Park Lane got going as well, yeah, it was different gear, and it was 36,024 or something like that, whatever it was, rammed. Do you know what I mean? I'm talking about back in the old day, I could get more than that in there on the standing. I mean,
I ain't got your experience.
I remember 48,000s and 52,000s being in there for big games.
Yeah. I ain't got your experience, mate, at the shelf.
Yeah.
I stood on there a few times.
Sardined up there. Yeah.
And I stood on there a few times, and my God, man.
Unbelievable. Best. I mean, and I've been to some grounds. Yeah, I've been to some grounds. For me, right, when that shelf was rocking, right,
you couldn't beat that.
Best fan sound in the country. And I'm going to be biased because I'm a Tottenham fan. Do you know what I mean? But the racket, mate, the racket.
There we go. I agree with this. I agree with this bit. It's like the last post.
Yeah, that's true, Ken.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. There you go. So, yeah, I'm sitting here now. You know what? And I don't mind telling you all, right? I'm sitting here now and I'm rolling a smoke, right? And my adrenaline's going that much that my hand's shaking. Yeah, and I'm trying to get my hand in the pouch to get the backy, and it's going everywhere. Seriously, mate. It just the shelf. When I talk about the shelf, it gives me chills, man.
Yeah.
It just gives me the chills.
Yeah.
You know, it's such a great memory to have. Such a great memory.
And I'll tell you what else I'll say as well. The away games I've been to in the Spurs end,
Yeah,
they're always so loud, the away fans. They're the hardcore.
Yeah.
The singing don't stop.
I'm sure everyone will say the same for their own club. Do you know what I mean? Probably reminiscing a bit, but yeah, the shell side. Where the shell side? Where the shell side? Where the shell side? Not seeing them.
And then the Park Lane used to join us.
That's it.
Park Lane.
There you go. I was waiting for you to do that bit.
Yeah, and then now and
it's too
again,
late now. It's gone.
And then now and again, because now and again you'd get the Paxton join in as well, wouldn't you?
That's it. Yeah,
We're the Paxton.
That's it. Yeah. And you don't get it. You don't get it so much now.
No. Well, there is still a little bit of Park Lane, isn't there? Because that's the safe stand.
Yeah.
And a few over in the East Stand will sing with the shelf side.
Yeah, I don't know because I've only been
because I sat in the East Stand once and the safe stand started with the Park Lane.
Yeah.
And the East Stand say when the shelf side, and I sang that loud and proud. The shelf side, because that's what it is.
Yeah, that's true, Phil. That I didn't think that. Vuvuzela.
Bloody hell, man! No, they were awful things.
Yeah, I know, but what he's saying is sound-wise. You know, if you had 100 fans that had one of them by their side in the South Stand every game, and different people were starting songs, at least the atmosphere would be there.
Get David Shearer over here with a bloody didgeridoo.
That's it. That'll do. Get Dave over. Get him on a long-term contract. He'd be all right. Morning, Leslie, by the way.
Oh, sorry, I missed you. I normally take notice of people's names.
You have to say good morning to your
mum. Of course you do, mate. And this one as well. I'm not
sure if he's good morning to everyone, anyway, but, you know. Yeah, anything like that, SJ. Yeah, I agree with that. Anything like that.
Well, apparently, I never saw it because we did the watch-along and I was taking no notice, but Jan was there Sunday, wasn't he?
Apparently so, yeah. Apparently so. Which is it's a good thing. Gets the fans going a little bit, doesn't it?
I'll tell you the thing I do. The only thing I do like is if you get in there early enough before the game starts, it goes through like Tottenham's history and it shows all the great goals and all the great things. Yeah. Did you see it?
Yeah, no.
It goes on for about 2 or 3 minutes.
I was literally, we done the protest and we walked in at 2:45. Time I'd had a gorp around for a bit. Do you know what I mean? And Phil was telling me what was what. Phil P. I walked up to my seat and I walked up the first set of steps, stood at that bar there.
Yeah.
I was just sort of trying to take it all in and looking over at the shelf. And you know what it's like, Mark. And we went up to the seats and I sat there and I couldn't believe that was my Tottenham Hotspur out there, or our Tottenham Hotspur out there. I was gutted, mate. Yeah. I was gutted.
Because I know I spoke to you and you said the first thing you did when you went in there is just look to the right and you think, I used to stand over there on the shelf.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
it's just, And don't get me wrong, the stadium's great. It's great. But if you're going to have a stadium that size, situate your fans in the stadium to garner the atmosphere.
They're not interested in that, mate.
I know they're not, Mark, but they should be. Because it don't cost them anything to do it. Does it, Mark?
Right, man. I have not realised the time.
Oh, are you off? I don't mind carrying on for a bit. I'm all right for a bit. You've got to jump.
You crack on, mate.
Yeah, I'll have another 15 minutes. I'll talk to the chat.
Yeah, I got an appointment, mate. You see where I am on the chat?
Yeah.
Right, big up to you all. Mate. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff.
Yeah,
memberships and super chats are available.
Give us a text in a bit, yeah?
All right, man. I
All
will
right, mate.
do. Give us
See
a
you in a
couple
bit.
hours. I just got to go and do some stuff.
All right, mate. No
All right,
worries.
man. I'll
See you
see you in
soon,
a
mate.
bit.
Take care. Bye-bye. Bye, mate. Yeah, we'll carry on for a bit if everyone is happy to do that. Don't mind at all. Let me see if I can sort this out. It's not that one. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Can't press the right button. That was good. Drula, you know, don't you? If it, we've been saying it all week, actually, Drula. To be fair, you know, Tottenham signing will be after the window shuts, and it'll be Raheem Sterling. You know, he'll just take the biggest offer that comes along to him, Drula. I think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. He's not my cup of tea, Drula. To be fair, I'm only being honest. A lot of people say, "Yeah, well, it's a body, isn't it?" Yeah, I suppose it is, but not for where we want to go. Stephen's off. Been lovely watching you, but he's got to take the cat for a walk. All the best to you, Stephen, and you take care, mate. We'll see you soon. Make sure you all hit your notification bells, because shows will definitely be coming thick and fast now, to be fair. Whether it be the brunch in the morning, we're going to try and do this 3 times a week, maybe. And so we've got a bit of content to give you rather than just, you know, mooching over the same old stuff. There you go. I didn't know that, SJ, to be fair. I thought if they're free and they're not contracted as such, that you could nab them anytime. But if that's right, I've just learned something new. Raymond's in the house. I think he's talking to Joey. Big up, Ray. Hope you're well, mate. Yeah, get that as well, Angus. I get that as well. Yeah, with the wages, but you know, can he command the sort of wages that he was getting before now? I don't know. I mean, for him, that I would imagine that's what it will be about. Last big payday and all that. You know. But yeah, listen, I don't mind. I don't mind. I'll tell you what. Get involved in the chat a bit. Let's just change tact, because I don't like finishing on a negative. Well, if that's true, Angus, then he's in the budget, isn't he? That's, you know, he's in Spurs budget at that, to be fair. So, yeah. And Drula's come in again. Yeah, something like that will happen. Or it'll be, yeah, we've decided to keep him. He's 25 million, and that's the budget gone for the summer, because we've paid for it in the summer. Drula, that's the type of lies that they tell you. You know, we've just had enough. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, let's talk about the City game. Let's get off the protest and the ENIC, and because as much as I do want to talk about it, and I need to keep bringing it up, you can only go at it from so many angles, because I'm not deep into what goes on up there. So I'll just change tack a little bit. Let's talk about the City game. What did you think of the City game? Tell us in the chat. We'll talk about it. For me, first half, it was like a training session for City. We could have been 3-4 down at half time. Didn't really do a lot first half. Second half came out, up the tempo a bit. Much improved, to be fair. It was much improved. I was happy with the second half performance. That's what I want to see for 90 minutes. If that's what our output in a game is, that second half, then I want to see that more often. But at the moment, Spurs don't seem to be able to play 90 minutes at a decent level. So yeah, it is what it is. In the end, I thought, I dived onto a few City channels, and they were saying they couldn't work out what City were doing in the second half. What I know, Thomas Frank changed the formation, but it's almost like they were lost. City, we done something that just absolutely bamboozled them, because they were in total control at half time. Total control. I couldn't see how we were getting back into it, but it was a different Tottenham that came out in the second half. But and I was pleased with what we did. And but the City fans weren't happy at all. Lost another 2 points in the title race. Just makes it more difficult for them. They couldn't see why they weren't attacking us more in the second half. But it is what it is. Perhaps just the sheer persistence and the pressure and the closing down in the second half just took the wind out of themselves. Who knows? I don't know. It was such a dramatic, like turn of events almost. We were so poor, so poor. City knocking it about like it was like just easy for them. And it was easy for them. But yeah, fair play second half. We had a go and we got a draw out of it. Let me go up here in the chat because you've put a few comments in. Let's see. Oh, there you go, Angus. So he's on 325. Oh, my word. Wow. Didn't know he was on that much, Angus. Yeah, Leslie just letting us know. Big up to you, Leslie. Marianne, I can't see us doing a lot because we're going to have no Europe next year. You ain't got no Europe money coming in. Whichever tier you're in, can you see us getting 7th, 8th and getting in the conference? I don't know. I really don't know. It's just a shambles. It's just a shambles. We spent nothing now. The summer's going to come, and that will be the excuse. It's the World Cup. It's hard to get players, and we bought Paulinia. Just be excuse after excuse after excuse. It's just not good enough. I really want to go off on one here, to be honest, but I'm not going to. I'm going to save it. SJ says United game worries me. Yeah, they've had the manager bounce. Whether that continues for them, SJ, they look a different team, don't they? Still conceding though, to be fair, but they're also scoring now as well, aren't they? So we'll see how it goes for them. We'll see how it goes. Morning to you, Logan. Big up to you, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. And Angus says, yeah, we did him a favour. Yeah, don't I know it, mate. But, Angus, our plight comes first. And if that aids you, which it did at the weekend, then we won all round, mate, as far as I'm concerned, because that was a point I didn't think that we'd be getting. So, yeah, no problem, Logan. No problem, mate. Absolutely, Joey. Absolutely, mate. It's just a shower of, an absolute shower of. Yep, and that's what's happening as well, D&B. We're only, when we do it, it's 45 minutes. And I don't know if you noticed as well, perhaps it was just me, but in that City game, when we got back to 2-2, we created, Xavi Simons had that shot that Donnarumma saved. I don't know if it hit the bar and went over. Saved it, hit the bar and went over. It went just over. And he made a couple of saves. One from Oddy Bear, he made a save. And then we got to about, was it 80 minutes, 82, 83 minutes, and we just sat back. We reverted to type again. And I found that strange because second half, I think it's fair to say we was definitely the better team. Second half, undoubtedly City were. But we pushed second half. I've got to give them their due. You know, it weren't one of them 0 XG games, was it? But, you know, it is what it is. Big up, Billy. Billy says, morning, guy. The only way to hit Enoch is in their pockets. Go to the game, but don't spend money on food and drink or go to the club shop. Yep. And if that's your way of protesting about it, Billy, then that's fine. That's fine. You know, there's lots and lots of different ways that people can protest. A lot of people won't buy Spurs, like you say, Billy, merchandise from the shop, Spurs shirts. They'll find other alternatives. You know, food and drinks expensive in there. They're making a bomb on pints. They can't serve them up quick enough. Half time, before the game, even after the game. It's absolutely rammed in there, making fortunes. And how much is it in there? 6, 8 quid a pint? All pay on card. Yep, there's your pint, tap. There's your pint, tap. No hanging about. The old pumps. No, it looks like it's yours to lose, Angus, mate. To be fair, it's yours to lose, mate. You're 6 points clear now. What, 14, 15 games to go, whatever it is. Yep. Good luck to you, mate. I ain't going to say good luck to Arsenal because I can't stand them, but good luck to you, mate. I know they're your team. And nothing I can say or do will change it. If you're going to win it, Angus, you're going to win it, mate. Ray's talking to Joey. We'll let you crack on with that. Yeah, Marianne, that's exactly how I saw it. Yeah. There's no beating about the bush there, is it? That's exactly it. Exactly it. Yeah, John's going back even further, back in the Billy Nick days. That's just before my time, John. But I can imagine. I can imagine, John. Yeah. Gives me the gooses. Just thinking about it. Oh, well, there you go. I didn't know that, Drew. A bit more information there. Drew saying Sterling has said he'll slash his wages by half just to play football. So he's on, what, 325, so 160-ish a week. It's in the Tottenham frame, isn't it? Let's be fair. Yeah. Ray's still talking to Joey. Yep, Leslie's coming. No European football, more concerts, etc. midweek. Tottenham don't rely on European football. No, but I'm talking about from the fans' perspective as well, Leslie. You know? I know they don't rely on... I know they don't. If they relied on it, they'd give a toss about what's going on, Leslie, wouldn't they? To make it the best product that they could give everyone. You know, that's what I said to Mark. I said to Mark about the concerts and that, Leslie. I don't know how it works, but probably in the winter months they wouldn't do a lot, would they? You know, but I get what you mean, though. They've got alternative methods of making money back, if you like. There you go, John. A day called Glad All Over. Brilliant, John. They were the days. And in some way, shape or form, John, we've got to bring this back, mate. We've got to bring it back. I don't know how. Fan power, mate. Or someone comes in with a big offer and buys the club. I don't know. Yeah. Billy, I'm with you, mate. I'm with you. And Leslie saying, don't be fooled. Chelsea have already paid a considerable amount of the 20 million that Sterling was owed on his contract. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Right. Let me just click on here a minute. We're going to wrap the show up. I just want to say a big thank you to Andy Lester for sending in a super chat. Please, while you're all in here and before you disappear, if you haven't liked the stream and sub to the channel, please do. At the 2 marks, and like the stream. I don't know where we are with it, but if you haven't, please get us to 50. If you can get us to 50 likes, that'll be unbelievable, really. And a couple of subs from you, that'd be great. Yeah, so big up, Andy. I'm so sick of our club being a laughing stock, mate. I think everyone's getting there. Everyone's patience will snap in the end, and all you'll hear is a chorus of Enoch out. It will happen. It will happen. Just got to get the fans behind it to do it. Big up to David Shire, been a member for 4 months. Fantastic, David. Really appreciate that, mate. He says, a big good day from Straya. From Straya. See, nearly, David. And big up to you, David, as well. He also gifted 1-2 marks cookie show membership, or show cookie membership, I should say. So big up to you for that, David, as well. Big up to everyone in the chat. We've had a blast. Been in for an hour and 3/4. How can we talk about Spurs again for an hour and 3/4? But we manage it. We manage it. And we're going to be back again soon. We'll either have a brunch tomorrow or the day after. And we'll see if we can get an evening show going as well. But it's time I went and spent a bit of time with the missus, get myself up the allotment, do a bit of digging. Love to you all. Thanks for being in today. Really appreciate it. And still 50 of you in here now, by the way. Like and subscribe. Speak to you all soon. And on that note, one thing to say. Come on, you Spurs. Cookie and the shake.